DRX fans still here in the building, but will they lock in that semi-final spot for tomorrow, or will it be FUT? It is time for our last best of one of the day. Guys, lead us through it and take us home.
All right, on the attack now. Again, very much going to be zooming in on Foxy9 quite often, I would think, coming into this game, because the Ray's performances that we've seen from him have been up and down throughout the season. That Trailblazer spotting quite a bit. Buzz actually getting slowed down as he dashes forward, but looking for the pinch. cNed making his way up top, but the shot's not being found. Flashback with the covering fire, managing to take him down. Foxy9 gets himself a second elimination as qRaxs will fall in. Ooh. Getting himself a second elimination, but now MaKo wants to get involved. Scoops up the kill. And it's yetujey, the star player from their opening series, to try to get a 1v3. Flashback low on HP, stax. A two-tap to come through, but it's going to be Flashback again.
The last time they played in the 10 Valorant event, it was Buzz on the Rays, not Foxy9. So they're swapping between those two duelists, but both very capable on the agents. And I'm kind of curious if they're just, seeing which combo works better, trying to figure out if we do run the double duelist, how do we want to, who is going to be the better option overall, swapping between these two, because they're both very capable. They're both very, very good, especially a Jet. Like, both of them I think of as very, very good Jets.
Oh, for sure.
So certainly the Rays is, I think, the one that's a little bit more in question.
Curious if this does mean that that's like, okay, well, I'll hold that thought. It's Buzz able to find cNed, picking him down, jumping forward. Can't quite chase in fast enough to take out yetujey, but to take him down low. 36 HP remaining on him. I'm curious to see if we see Foxy9 go for the Rays operator once they get over onto the defending side, or if Buzz will still stick to it.
Yeah, I'm actually curious about that as well. I think generally I slightly favor Foxy9 with an operator, usually, but hard to say with the Jet.
AtaKaptan showing a bit of shoulder there for a brief little moment. It seems like widely, FUT just going to be making the call. Go for the stall, wait for the spike to explode, let them exit. Don't bother trying to really find these exit frags and these little taps that MrFaliN sending out. Unfortunately, they will just have to let the 5 players of DRX get themselves a flawless second round win.
I didn't really get a chance to talk about this at the beginning of the round, but look what stax did in this round with his buy. Only bought a Sheriff and is going to just see if he can find any value out of the end of it. Of course, everybody's been really good with the Sheriff today. It's all I need to win.
He's just going to buy a Guardian.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
I mean, even still, though, cash abounds here for the side of DRX. It's still not even opting to go for something a little bit heavier like that Vandal or that Phantom. Trapwire setup is here on A. Camera situated in heaven. A little bit of noise made as cNed find that first blood. Buzz this time. Not able to get the better of him.
Trying to see if they can catch him a little off guard. Foxy expecting the reposition. Pre-fired it, but just a little bit behind it. I should say blind fired it.
Looks like he's just maybe and trying to anticipate if somebody's going to be pushing through that smoke, get tucked alongside the box.
Yep.
Looks like no one on FUT wanting to be so bold. For now, this will very much slow down the action.
When the Cypher cam's not on the back part of the wall, a lot of times you'll see teams stick a Cypher cam maybe at the far back side of the wall, but it's actually right around the corner. I think DRX is really trying to figure out some of these Cypher setups.
Okay. Flash goes in. Cam. I don't think it's actually destroyed quite just yet. I mean, Foxy9's completely and utterly paranoid out. yetujey able to find the kill. Flashback, however, shutting down cNed as he looks to reaggress back in towards heaven.
30 seconds.
Now he's going to be caught without the weapon in hand. Ends up falling down. Drop down into the vent. Keeps himself safe. stax swinging the corner. Up over top of the box, managing to get the headshot. And seems like they're going to favor their chances trying to go against AtaKaptan. They know that he's fairly low, but it does not matter. 2 quick headshots with the Phantom.
Never really fell for much of what DRX was doing. A couple pretty nasty shots here and there. Gave DRX a couple kills, but overall really well handled there by FUT. Flash, trying to find MaKo. MaKo just looking towards the edge here. But the other 4 members on the other side of the map, and MaKo is going to be on lurk duty this particular round as DRX mostly making their way towards A, but potentially maybe a fake of some kind, because I see stax with the spike going back towards mid. Looks like they might try to really sell out a big hit here over towards the A site. And then maybe try to crunch through ropes or something like that. We'll see what stax wants to do. Yeah.
Trailblazer got cleared out. Just sent a flash through. Over towards Vent. Came up right over the top of the doorway here. cNed going for the jump peaks, but no one peeking him. Just send out the boom bot, which gets cleared. Knows somebody's going to be on that close right side. Some decent info gain. Made out the jump forward. AtaKaptan once again creeping his way up the rope. The tag comes in. Flashback trying to get himself out to safety. Draws out the weapon, but no, AtaKaptan gets on top and finds the elimination. yetujey going to be taken down in the meantime as Buzz finds the kill. Blast back just for a tiny little bit of damage. As AtaKaptan is full swung all the way back around through main. Gets the headshot. stax gets off the plant. And just to find the elimination. It's MrFaliN going to be TPing forward. Boombot not going to find much, but somehow Foxy9 redraws back down. qRaxs finds himself now in a 1v2 that stax will win. 3 kills from the IGL.
And then come through, but that's going to set the economy sideways for FUT. Just a Bulldog and some Sheriffs. Another thing I find really interesting that I've been noticing with DRX in this offseason is they're playing with a lot more Vandals than I'm used to. They used to be pretty Phantom heavy.
Yeah, he's fallen. Taking out Buzz. That's one of those Vandals gone. It's a nasty bit of damage taken as well. Well, with qRaxs on the opposite side of the map.
Oh, look at
Don't find too much healing here as Foxy9 almost has him lined up. And still comes away with 2 before getting traded. Things evened up, but none of these weapons in an obtainable position here. They're just breaking the noise. Absolutely cutting it. Rotation around though. Flashback may be about to get caught, but given the HP advantage as well as the weapon advantage, comes up with the kill. Seeker's now going to be let loose from stax. And they're going to go ahead and tell him everything that he wants to see, which is that the site is completely open.
And now that Bulldog potentially recoverable, but on the ground, Seekers are going to reveal their locations. Now look at Flashback. He's going to try to get behind him. He's going to try to take advantage of this, seeing if maybe they might go for it. He's going to hear that drop down.
Here's the footsteps. Oh, weapon taken, but doesn't want to go for the challenge. Re-swing out there from qRaxs, trying to go on the chase. In the meantime, the spike has been ticking away. MaKo now sending out the paranoia. They try to buy themselves a little bit more time. Double flash is available here for stax. The drop down in. AtaKaptan now on the floor. Match just, stax just taking some blind spray through that smoke to push in, though. He just drags it across, finds the kill. And MaKo will be good for the finisher.
But this is a very impressive start here for DRX. Again, especially going up against a Cypher can be tricky sometimes. If you're kind of not able to really keep track of that utility.
Oh.
It's Foxy.
Sends out the rocket. qRaxs can't get away from it. Was trying to split off to the left, but Explosion still takes him down. Very early kill spotted here as MaKo. Wary about some pushes out of this pit. It's just a couple seconds away from actually greeting them, but I think the death of MrFaliN is now drawing the attention away here. yetujey and AtaKaptan. Spike planted, MaKo still on the lurk. The pit going to be dropping. There it goes. So they both just keep their eyes peeled. Flash into the back. stax should feel pretty confident that they're not going to be approaching from the attacker spawn now. In fact, it's just going to be a drift down the ramp. stax very swiftly deals with him. Captain there. stax just resetting that aim just enough to be able to find him. cNed should just have to hightail it and get out.
I mean, just really good stuff here from DRX with both AtaKaptan and yetujey sitting inside of that Viper's pit early. MaKo just making sure. It's got to feel nice as MaKo.
Pressure off his back.
Right, he doesn't need to clutch like crazy all the time.
cNed really waiting until the very last second to take out that boom bot, but is going to be cleared, doesn't take any damage. So the one hero rifle carried in. Likely suspecting, all right, well, I can buy into this round. I won't really be able to buy anything unless we win the round in the next one, but then I might have a showstopper.
Exactly.
So
I was literally like
rip a gun out of somebody's hands.
I was like, he's gonna be close to a showstopper one way or another. Most likely.
Shadows traveling.
As the clouds run out and stax just doing some diligence, and you know it's really interesting. Space completely given up here by FUT. We're going to play a little bit back as DRX hasn't really messed with trying to take space. It doesn't matter when you're hitting shots like that.
Well, I guess MaKo decided to get involved a little bit more. They need to clear out the back site. Dash flash forward here. Buzz catch the full blind, but now it's pushing up. qRaxs with a nice shot. Does find MaKo. Takes him down, but again, weapon's not going to be able to be grabbed. The site taken here as stax brings the spike forward and gets ready to plant it. Foxy9 holding just under heaven here at the rope. Flashback ready for the backstab. Swinging in, catches one. yetujey dead. The duo in heaven now absolutely dealt with. Wow. Fantastic team effort here from the side of DRX. Is
shutting it out. And again, I'm so impressed with Flashback's kind of natural senses for lurking on the back of these lines, finding the right timings, reading where his opponents could be, being ready. You know, crosshair placement really, really good there. That's what you want to see out of a young player like that, who's got really good instincts.
And I think he was able to impress a lot of people, myself included, at the 10 Invitational. Because again, initially, it started off pretty rocky, and it's like, oh god, DRX, what are you doing? You know. You're off the coop again, you know? You're doing some weird stuff. But then...
Ken's always on the coop. I don't know what you're talking about.
After he gets that first game out of his way, shakes off those nerves, we started seeing that form coming through, and he was one of the best performing players on DRX at that tournament, and now he's looking to just maintain that. I mean, stax is giving him a run for his money right now, but Flashback has been so consistent here today. Yeah,
no. I mean, really, truly... been impressed, and that's the thing. Like, you know, one game, you shouldn't take a ton of stock in it, especially potentially in the off season. As Buzz gets spotted there by the Cypher utility, going to be shut down right away. AtaKaptan following up with another,
and that's going to be the duelists taken out of the fray. So they get the neural theft, spawning where they're going to be going. Smoke comes out, paint shell. Lobbed in, MaKo trying to get out in front of it, but pushes just a little too far forward. cNed able to find the headshot. Now, himself inching forward, but Flashback sprays away, managing to find the kill, but that is just one elimination. And 2v4 here from stax and Flashback. Time dwindling, push onto the corner, AtaKaptan. Managing to stay alive, can't turn on towards qRaxs fast enough, but stax comes up with two tries to make it down to get the plant in and have a chance at the clutch.
Bad spots, and then you've got yetujey way out deep into attacker spawn, getting all the information in the world, so they know exactly where they are. They're able to surround them, and sure, stax is nuts today. He's hitting some great shots, but it's a 4v2 like that, and you've got him completely surrounded. It's going to take just a once-in-a-lifetime play potentially to really shut that down. So really nicely handled there by FUT.
Well, they get themselves that second win. They stop the streak. Buzz, just given how some of these entries have gone for him here, probably dreading the new patch. So that Cypher has been a very big pain in the rear.
Yeah, it's a little bit less fun to play against Cyphers, that's for sure.
Oh, changing up the setup. He moved the camera 5 feet to the right.
Yeah. Well, now they have to look just a little bit in another direction. But
Seekers go out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Seekers out. Just kind of stax, just trying to kind of divert attention, keep people planted.
Didn't hit him. Knife committed to clearing out the damn camera. He's waiting just on the other side of the screen. yetujey does get a timing on the Foxy9, and cNed sends in the rocket to shut down Buzz. MaKo looking towards heaven, shut down.
30 seconds left.
AtaKaptan was lurking in the back of the site. Flashback and stax. And a 2v3. qRaxs in the corner. Able to find the kill. cNed swinging in from behind. qRaxs, however, going to be able to find the kill. 15 seconds. Flash doesn't connect. The spike stranded in the middle of the site. There's the jump peek out from cNed. Taps it. Says, wait, no, I need to make sure that I have my gun out.
No time.
Yep, doesn't have time. He's just trying to bait it forward. But qRaxs will be able to back away, stop the round win from going over to DRX. FUT, they scrape by, but they manage to get themselves a second round win in a row. Bank still very strong is the problem. DRX have amassed a ton of cash.
Yeah, and this is where, you know, DRX can kind of play with their food a little bit. They're continuing to keep pressure towards A. Tried to fool them a little bit in the previous round of stax using those Seekers. You know, sometimes teams will use some of that Sky utility to indicate that they're making a run at a site. And stax tried to convince FUT that that was the case. They don't budge enough. AtaKaptan going to try to double peek. They see Foxy.
Swinging out, and they're going to be able to come out on top of that one. Buzz and Foxy9 yet again. That's taken down first and foremost. It's looking like FUT should be able to get themselves up to 4.
And that's that FUT coordination that I was seeing against 100 Thieves that I was really liking. these kind of 1-2 punches where they're so quick to work with each other. They're so well timed, so well drilled that they're able to really just do serious damage to their opponents. And that right there was a beautiful example, and now the judge awaits.
Surely MrFaliN finds value on this one, and he will. Little away at, but still gonna be feeling pretty damn good about his options here. But MaKo,
Goodness.
doing MaKo things, finds two seated. MrFaliN both gonna be taken down. Stax now jumping down off the top of the box. MaKo arrives,
Ace clutch.
managing to find it. He's gonna be TPing to A. But yetujey, he's still right here.
He doesn't see.
He's right out in the open, and yetujey takes him down.
MaKo tries to do MaKo things, and he came darn close, but it's just so well read by FUT.
Still a full buy. But a streak of their own now started here for FUT. 3 rounds consecutive. Can they make it up to 4? Cover going out. 7-5. I mean, hell, even an 8-4 scoreline. You feel decent about that one. FUT would love to make this 6-6. cNed dead off the rip. Paranoia connects here on him with the ball on the dashboard. Even with the judge, gets some good damage across on Foxy9, but he does manage to come up with a second kill. qRaxs taken down. Paint shells to delay the alley approach. The spike now planted by stax. Maybe they'd give it to Foxy. Say, hey, here's a showstopper. Gun barrel spotted. Just jiggling on that corner. AtaKaptan creeps his way across. MaKo waiting in the wings. Smoke at the ready. Knows that he's up close. Finds one. yetujey now out in front of the smoke. And Foxy9 gets himself a 4K.
Buying a little bit of time for Foxy to finish off that 4K. He's got a showstopper. Flashback has the pit. 2 away from a pit for AtaKaptan. yetujey and qRaxs 1 away from their ults. But really, really big ults in the hand of DRX here. So great cycling for DRX. And here we go.
Showstopper's out, just full blind. Looking for a target, sends it, not gonna find the elimination. cNed managing to get away, takes a decent amount of damage though. MrFaliN gonna be able to trade one back. 2 HP remaining here for Buzz as MaKo catches qRaxs up on top of the rafters. Push around the corner, stax, finishes the job, the Ray's now gone. It's gonna be a 4v2 as the healing comes across and Buzz gets some nice little TLC, bring him back to life. Flashback dead on the hunt on that flank. yetujey putting that Bulldog to fantastic use. Finds himself a second and now brings it into a 2v2. They have the neural death. Buzz swinging out, stax 29 HP. Gets one, cannot get the other.
For a lot of these players, yetujey 9 and 7 and 4 on that Cypher. So now on the attacker side, though, a lot more difficult to find that value. You're a little bit more of just kind of a gunner.
To be that much more creative.
Yes.
As far as gunning is concerned, we know that yetujey is right up there in this lobby. This Foxy9 just peeking on the corner. Spots at least one.
Here.
The gunfire, they're very curious and wary about somebody moving up behind the box.
And
Smoke.
Come
down.
Caught one.
It's important.
My camera is.
I was gonna talk about the Cypher setup a little bit, but he's pulling it back, so
Cage triggered.
didn't matter anyway.
Sends out the cage. Rotate around. FUT. Amassing the forces now outside of A. Looks like yetujey still wants to go on a bit of a linger over in mid as that flash gets a decent connection.
A little bit of damage onto AtaKaptan. Flashback here to try to reinforce, play off this wall.
Running out of toxin though.
Oh, what a dodge.
Sheets back on the opposite side of the wall. Paranoia and the bite both going to be thrown his way. Buzz now dropping down. Is spotted. Still managing to get the elimination on MrFaliN. Gets himself a second, in fact. yetujey comes in with a backstab. Takes him out. qRaxs in the meantime did finish off Buzz. Now the rotation's coming through as they work their way over towards B side, but MaKo is still here. Just a classic for him to work with. He's up against Ghosts, and it looks like for now he wants to hide his presence. Ooh, the close angle, but Foxy instantly dealt with yetujey. A fantastic reaction. And the plant, it's not for MaKo. So he couldn't swing out and interrupt it. He does still manage, however, to find himself a kill.
Still flash, still paranoia.
Last player standing.
stax not ready for cNed down below. I like the pistol, almost certainly going the way of FUT. 20 HP with the classic in hand. Yep, cNed not going to be allowing it.
And yetujey very aware of that tendency. Holds the angle, shuts it down. You know, he's 11 and 8. Having a really, really solid map. Couple Bulldogs. cNed there, gonna grab the Vandal, see if he can start adding to the scoreboard himself. And meanwhile, it is the full classics for DRX.
cNed finding one. They're rushing forward, looking for him. stax will be able to claim the kill, but AtaKaptan going to be taken down, and yetujey, who had not bought a weapon, says thank you very much. Picks that up from his fallen comrade, now has a Vandal. It's Foxy9 trying to go on a bit of a walkabout over towards Ramen. Not ready for qRaxs.
And immediately going the other way, his foot. Gonna try to make the B hit happen, try to dodge the remaining members of DRX, and they will do so successfully. So plant should come down. A couple pistols gonna be in hand, so DRX, we're gonna die one way or another in this round for sure, but long way to go. And also a trap wire just got tripped completely on the other side of the map by Flashback, so
he knows that they're not too far away.
Yeah,
let's go pay attention to the garage here.
Yeah.
Because they need to get garage into the garage if they want to die to the spike. Oh, MaKo hits the dink, actually, but AtaKaptan with a one tap will finish him off. It's a very emotive player.
Yes.
MaKo considering a cheeky peek, but just back away. Flashback now. Ooh, gonna get absolutely blown to pieces. The help of the pain shells plus the Bulldog fire, he is gone. That's so much control taken away here from DRX. The on-off toggle of the Viper wall very much hurts them.
Now you're full rotating over, just stax right now, really available to deal with this, and only one flash to boot. Gonna get the flash, but he's not ready for the
follow. In front of
it.
Now he's just trying to hold his ground. Does manage to take him out, but he needs to do so much more. Buzz now arriving, manages to find one, and stax can't drag his crosshair across in time. Ends up getting taken down. It's UV3.
Spike planted.
The potential is there, but FUT very much entrenched on the site. Smoke dissipating, but another one placed.
Cover going out.
MaKo looking to try to set up for this one. Sends it over towards elbow, trying to clear things out. AtaKaptan swings, as does MrFaliN. They find the kills. They find the lead for the first time in the map, 8-7.
Teach me how to Bucky, baby.
This is the budget wisey coming out here. Not quite the judge. Had it for a brief moment. But widely, I mean, just given that weapon, he's going to be completely situated here in mid, tucked away at male. Marshall gets a tap on the one. Buzz, he got another shot. He actually does make a connection there with cNed. And MaKo trying to push out a garage. AtaKaptan ready for it. Gets the catch, gets the kill. And this is a very awkward position now for Foxy9 because he's got to be worried about that garage approach, but also nothing that he can do from heaven. So now he has to push down to try to get that Bucky to actually be good for something.
Well, if they can keep mid under control, which Flashback is watching it, he can actually just hold this angle, knowing that his back side is going to be safe.
First contact. Get ready to come through. There's the push. Finds one. Nade, but snake bite. Thrown down. Kind of helps dissuade him from pushing forward to try and get the gun. Boombot going to be cleared out. He's trying for it desperately. Looks like he has been able to reclaim it for himself. So now a Phantom in hand. Heaven not being watched.
30 seconds
yetujey
left.
gets himself up to that position. Smoke down to potentially try to fake that he is in this spot. Flashback now coming through, and yetujey makes his presence known. Flashback with a headshot, takes down one. Euro depth, even in the 2v1, they want to know where stax is at.
With how he's been playing today, I would too. No doubt.
Spotted. A monumental task once again set in front of stax. The trap wire there, cleared, as is the camera. Says 4 bullets ought to be enough. Doesn't get the contact, it doesn't get the kill. Just a bit off on that shot, otherwise would have had qRaxs dead to rights.
Superior firepower, but also really, really smart play from the side of FUT.
Now the operator in hand here for Buzz, taking a peek over towards A main. Showstopper, cNed going on the hunt, goes a little bit wide, and Flashback counter swings out to manage to find the kill. Buzz gets a shutdown, yetujey gone. Heavy impact being found, but now MaKo going to be taken out of the fray. AtaKaptan able to find one, makes the call for them to rotate into B. Says that the way is clear. And this might lead to Buzz having to pop the knives as the plant starts. Up on the floor, Flash getting the contact, Foxy9 sending out the nade, but not before AtaKaptan gets the paint shell to try to slow the approach from Ali.
Oh.
Flashback dead on the rotation. AtaKaptan not getting flashed, finds the kill on the stacks. Buzz is just nothing more that he can do. It's all on Foxy, and he will fall. Considering their options, saw the flash of a Bucky, a Sheriff, now a Stinger here in the hands of Foxy9, just trying to make up his mind.
DRX taking a timeout today.
Nope.
Okay.
Now, Chucky's doing that thing where he tries to make sure that they can fix things themselves.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just double checking that I...
Or he fell asleep. I'm not sure which one it is.
Oh, no, dude. Damn, dog.
Oh. Buzz spawning there. The base of the ramp. qRaxs wants to try to push it. Has to maybe use the right click, but now will be able to get cNed. At the same time, MaKo found qRaxs. TP across the map. MrFaliN's at B, but Spike's still over here at Sewer.
I'm okay. I mean, I guess. Why not?
I mean, Foxy9 around the corner.
It worked.
Fallen, gonna be good for the kill.
It's fine.
Flashback. He's considering pushing this. On the side of it. Oh, running out of bullets. Stax puts that Guardian. He could use, finds one. In this 2v2. Looks like MaKo not going to rotate and try to recover a weapon. I think maybe
hear that.
These Seekers would come into play, but MaKo has spotted one.
30
He pieces his
seconds
way
left.
up in towards Mail.
He's able to avoid that camera by doing so.
Fallen's here.
He knows. He's ready.
Smoke in,
enemy
shoulder
remaining.
showing. MaKo dead. Now all on Stax once again. 60 HP.
Spike planted.
Be some pretty clean shots. He's out. Noted them both. Knows that they're garage side. Flash gets nothing. Does he commit the Seekers here? Just to try to slow them up, to try to have something to absorb some of these bullets. Drops down, takes crunch damage. It doesn't matter either way as the headshot is found.
This is phenomenal. And looking like that foot we saw earlier today against 100 Thieves. They have reawoken until then.
Okay, Buzz able to find another opening op kill. Didn't lead to a round win for him last time, so we'll see if it can this time around. The orb going to be taken. qRaxs gets the Seekers online. Stax can match in that regard. Smoke dissipates. MrFaliN just lurking inside of the garage. Does have the spike. Carrying that one forward. It's the push up here into mid. cNed
I've got your
getting ready to clear the corner. Boombot finally spotting him. Buzz taking a bit of damage, has to back away. Seeker as well. Thrown it at him. Flash doesn't quite connect, but cNed able to get the wall bang, takes him down. MaKo now in a spot of bother has been noted. MrFaliN sending some shots his way, but MaKo holds his ground, finds a kill. Showstopper goes out. Foxy9 gives his life for it. Does meant to find qRaxs. Now cNed gets MaKo. Another 2v2, and yetujey is alive.
It's messy in there. A lot of one-for-ones. Good trades on both sides. Flashback trying to see if he can identify where cNed is. Now he knows.
Spotted him.
Ooh.
That's okay. Spike isolated.
Spike down. B.
Very snappy from Flashback to find the headshot. yetujey, he has been delivering time and time again. 4 foot in the previous series as well as in this one now. Can he do it once more? Time is dwindling. Gets the cam set up.
The spike. 10
Takes a quick
seconds
peek.
left.
Goes for the tap, but
Team A.
can't get the Phantom out in time. Op is going to be recovered by Stax.
Viper's pits for both sides. Economy getting on the brink of disaster for DRX potentially, but plenty of money still for FUT for the next couple rounds.
Okay, off the back of the bite. MaKo sends the paranoia. Flash confirming some presence. You have to suspect that it's going to be yetujey given the cage. Squatting in the corner. Seems like Stax, he wants to drive him out of here. Gets the concussion. How far does he want to push this? It is going to be a Phantom, but yetujey actually wins the fight. Stax gets taken down. It is a 1-for-1. Foxy was there to cover. cNed trying to jump up. Flashback good for one, but again, another trade. That covering fire is there from both teams. MaKo now, maybe trying to push up into the pit to try to catch them off guard. Has the smoke thrown down. How far does he want to push this? however, going to be able to find him. Buzz, not able to get anything done with the operator. And it's all just Foxy now, left standing, versus 3 in a pit on the opposite side of the map. FUT look to move up to 12.
I mean, this is just looking so good for FUT. Just loving the way that they play off of each other, they play together. You could see that experience with this squad really showing through. You know, again, their focus today was to try to get cNed more involved. Here on Split, it hasn't looked quite as good as it did previously on Haven, but honestly, I mean, who cares? This team looks really darn good today. Every time there's somebody there to bail you out, there's some kind of crossfire that's being set up, there's some layer to what FUT is doing, and a lot of times DRX is getting caught in these isolated positions where they're getting picked apart here on this defender side.
yetujey has just been...
He's been woohoo good.
An absolute menace.
But it feeds me, so it's okay.
Well, what is intense right now is the situation the DRX find themselves in. Need to run back 4 to give us our first overtime of the tournament. Flashback now. Pit invested in mid, has that Bucky in hand. Just a sheriff for stax. 3 vandals across the other players. Another neural theft built up. yetujey ready to put that to work.
Let's see if they're going to be able to displace Flashback with that Bucky sitting inside of his pit. It's a lot of awkward weaponry there for him and stax. That's going to reveal Buzz's position. Again, Buzz doesn't have a ton of help here. I mean, stax is on site, but not really a lot he can do necessarily.
Trailblazer destroyed before it got any information there. And Flashback, I mean, he needs to play forward in the pit. That's why he's going to readjust, gets himself behind the box. But AtaKaptan is like, no, I don't think I want to do that.
MaKo here to back up Buzz. Oh, Buzz just can't pull the trigger in time.
They're just a little bit off. Jay now creeping forward, getting himself around the corner. The wall comes up. Spam shots through. They do take him low. Paranoia now up into heaven. That's going to find Buzz. Flashback. He finally gets his mark. AtaKaptan going to be taken down. The neural stuff going to be invested. And MaKo, I think he was trying to swing in to try to cancel out the ultimate. Cannot do so. It's just stax for the sheriff. Now taken down. Foxy9, the last one standing. As FUT will not be denied. A rough start for them. But what a run back. Only allowing DRX 1 round on the defending side of Split. And yetujey will survive the whole way through. Another 3K here for the Turkish Sentinel Phenom. Closes it out 13-8, and FUT have now earned their way into the semifinals.